What's up, YouTube? It's been a long time. Like, literally a long time. Life has been so crazy for me. Most of you guys know me from the Job Corp, the Paul Simon Job Corp room tutorial. And a lot of you guys been asking me to make more videos, asking me a lot of questions, um, a lot of feedback, which is freaking awesome. I appreciate it. Um, so Today I'm going to be telling you about my overall experience in Job Corp and just how it was for me from the very first day to the very last day. I'm just going to give you a raw video of everything that I experienced, me personally, at Job Corp. So I guess I'll start. Um, Day one, it was like crazy. They had us sitting in a room for like an hour. Like, I got there with a group of other students or whatever, and we were sitting in this room waiting on someone to give us a tour of the campus and just basically show us around. So that happened, and then we went to a class. We went to I forgot what the class was called. I think it was called, I don't remember, but it was a class, like a beginner class, like a entry level class, like a welcoming class. So you're in this class with this teacher. I don't want to say her name, but I had a teacher. She was really cool, so I thought, but she was nice the first day. So she was just warming us up. The group I came in with was the group that they call us day ones. So you'll go in with your day one group, and that's the group that you'll see for like your first 3 weeks. So you'll be with these people, you'll get to know them and things like that. And I don't know, it was great. It was great. It was cool at first. But then we had to go get uniforms because they do have you wear uniforms. Uh just It was just crazy because we got the uniforms, then we had to take these tests, like math and reading tests, and sign our lives away pretty much to this facility. And it was just like so exhausting and overwhelming and just crazy because I got up at like 5 o'clock in the morning because I had to be there by 9. So I got there at 5 o'clock in the morning and just started preparing, packing my stuff, making sure I had all my stuff ready, my clothes and everything that I needed for my dorms. So, um, it was just crazy. Like, we had to go take doctors, like, we had the, not doctor's appointments, but they had a doctor there, and they had like a nurse and things like that, they really just checked us out, like made sure we didn't have HIV and AIDS. If you have HIV and AIDS, like, no offense to anybody that has it, because that's serious, but you cannot be in Job Corps. That's what I heard. Like, you just can't be there. So they checked us for like STDs and STIs and things like that, vision, uh, things like that. And I guess, like, I don't know, but I guess, like, if you have like STDs and STIs, like, they'll make sure they'll check you, and they'll test you and stuff. They'll make sure you know what your status is, and I guess they'll treat you, I guess, but I don't know. But it was just crazy. They what else? Oh, after that you go to they'll have a student, like and someone in the leadership role, to walk you around the campus and take you to your dorms. And then before that happens, you'll have this they'll take you to this lady, and they'll walk you to this room, and the lady will show you a presentation of, like, rules and regulations of Job Corp, really. So she'll go and you have to sign some papers, you sign papers. And it was just like a drag. It was just like, come on now, let's get to it. So, but it was informational. It was like informational stuff that you needed to know about Job Corp and stuff. So it was just, sorry guys, I got go. But it was just it was a long morning. So after that, we get to our dorms. They give us their keys, and you know, when I got to my dorm, I had 3 roommates plus me. That's 4. So it's 4 girls to a dorm, 4 boys to a dorm. So I had 3 other girls that I had met. When I got there, no one was in my room. Well, it was this one girl. She was there, and she was really sweet, and she just talked to me about everything that I needed to know, like their rules, who's like policies. That they have different rules. People have different rules for their room, and it wasn't an expectation type of thing, but it was just like, we don't steal. You don't have to worry about that. We do have this. We don't have that. Blah, blah, blah. We share things like that. So, I mean, when the other girls came in, they were cool. I mean, I like my roommates, honestly. I really liked my roommates a lot. I didn't have any issues with my first group of roommates. But everything was good. My two of my roommates were in the CNA program, and then I was in the pharmacy technician program, and then another one was in the office and administration program. So we had our different lanes. So we all pretty much just kept to ourselves and kept busy, and there was some fun times there, and we had fun. Like, once I got to know my roommates, I knew that, like, I was gonna like these girls because they was just, like, so cool. And I didn't have no problems with them. And we used to always, like, stay up, do hair and talk and dance and just play our music and stuff like that. And it was just, like, it was no problems with them at all. So your roommates, you don't know if they're in the same exit position as you. Like, when you're supposed to exit, like, complete the program, then, like, everybody has a different date, pretty much. So everybody left at different times. Like, one of my roommates left before everybody, and then another girl, and then it was another girl, and then it was me. After my roommates left, it was just like, I had got new roommates. So when one roommate left, you get a new roommate. And then when another roommate leave, you get another one. And then when that one leave, you get another one. So it was just like a switching in and out type situation. Sometimes you would be in the room by yourself. Sometimes you wouldn't even have no roommates for a while. The first 3 weeks, if you're staying on campus, the first 3 weeks you cannot leave if you're staying on campus. If you're not staying on campus, you have a car, you can travel as you please. Bless you. Sorry, that's my son. You can travel as you please. But my first 3 weeks, I didn't have a car. I was staying on campus. I was so mad because I did not want to stay there for like 3 weeks. You couldn't leave on the weekend. Like, I felt like I was in jail. Like, literally, let me tell you, I felt like I was in jail. But it was okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought. I did get a little homesick because I wasn't used to being away from my house or my family. I wasn't used to that at all. So it was something different for me, but I'm glad I experienced it. But after your 3 weeks, you can leave on your weekends, as long as you're not on any restrictions or, violations or anything like that. The only way you cannot leave besides that is if you are on drug probation. And what that is when you get in a program, they will test you for marijuana. They will test you to see if you've been smoking. If you test negative, if you test negative, then you can leave on your weekends. But if you test positive for like marijuana, you will be on a 45-day probation, and you will not be able to leave. So there's the 3 weeks. 3 weeks is like considered 30 days. So a month. So there's the 3 weeks that you already can't stay. Plus, on top of the 3 weeks, you got to stay for an extra 45 days. That's too long to be somewhere where you're not familiar with for that amount of time. Like, that's just too long for me. So I could not do it. So it was just crazy. Like, I felt bad for people. I didn't smoke. I don't smoke, so I didn't have to worry about any of that. But I felt bad for the people that, had to stay there for 45 days because it couldn't be me, okay? So it was just like, I'm like, I'm leaving. Peace, deuces to you. You guys stay here. But it was just crazy. Like, let's see. So the dorm life, it was okay. Like, when I got there, my roommates were like, oh my God, we got mice, so we're so sorry. Like, it's field mice because it's really Job Corp is, like, the foundation of Job Corp is on a big field. So they build it around a big field. And it was just like, we had little mice, and it was crazy. Like, it was bad. In each dorm, you have, I think, 2 RAs. A RA is a residential advisor because it's like an apartment. So you have your keys, you go in, you come out as you please. But you have 2 RAs, and they are just who you go to for, like, anything. Like, if you have problems with your roommates, if you're having problems, homesickness, if you need some medicine, you need, somebody to talk to, they're there. All of them are not as sweet as you may think or you may want them to be. Some of them have, excuse my French, bitchy attitudes, and it was just like, why are you working if you don't want to be here? But some of them was really cool. I had some cool ones, and I had one that I had to, like, you're not about to talk to me that because we both grown. You about to respect me because I'm gonna respect you if you respect me. It was like one of those situations. Like, I had to bring the hood out. So I never really got disrespectful, but sometimes you just gotta let people know, like, don't talk to me that way because we're both grown, and you're just not about to talk to me that way. Period. But some of them was pretty cool. I don't know what else y'all want to know. Oh, the rest of the girls in the dorms, like, it was up to like 60 girls, in a dorm, like a dorm section. So a dorm wing, really. They was okay. Like, they was rowdy. They was disrespectful. The age groups are 16 to 25. So if you got some 16-year-olds mixed in with some real grown people, like some 25, 22, 23, 24, 25, you better believe it's gonna be a problem because no adult likes this much, this stuff going on. Like, all that rowdiness and all that extra stuff, keep it to a minimum. So it was just like people was getting into it. There were always like fights. Okay, let me say this: it's not a dangerous facility. They keep it pretty safe. That's my opinion and my perspective on how it was from my experience. But they keep it pretty safe. I'm not gonna lie. But people do sneak and do crazy things that would make you think, like, dang, this place not safe. They just, they let them do anything, and it's not like that. They try their very best to keep it pretty safe. So, I mean, I wasn't really scared. I was just, like, always guarded. Like, always was on, like, guard. Like, always looking around, like, making sure I watch my back because, some people are just crazy. You don't know each other like that. But, I mean, the girls, they do hair, they do their hair, they do each other hair. If you know somebody that do hair, or if they want to do your hair, they'll do that. They'll play music, you go outside, you hang out or whatever. Now, the outside part is just like you can go on the campus. You can be outside around the campus, but you cannot leave the main doors. Coming through the administration building is the main doors. That's how you get in, and that's how you get off of the campus. So yeah, it's just how you. So yeah, there was like a lot of fights. Fights. I've seen two girls fight with locks. And I know I just said it's not dangerous there, but yeah, I've seen two girls fight with locks. I've seen crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. And I'm not saying this is just going to be at every Job Corp, because there's a lot of Job Corps around the U.S. But, you know, everybody's experience is different. Everybody is different. So it just all depends on where you are. I was in Chicago, Chirac, the hood. So, the South Side. So it was just like, ooh, I don't know if I want to go over there. That's why I feel like I should have picked a different Job Corp. But it really doesn't matter which Job Corp you go to. It depends on you and how you make it. You have to make it the best for you. See, I was the type that always, you know, respected my adults, respected my instructors, my teachers, and so forth. So I stayed to myself. If I had to get a little rowdy, then I had to get a little rowdy, but I made sure I didn't get myself into any type of trouble where I would be like seen by the staff, or like, you know, the staff would be looking at me funny like, oh, she a troublemaker, oh my God. I wasn't like that, you know. It just depends on the person. It's like you can only make the best of the situation. So it's just like, people always like, oh, I want to go to this Job Corp because that Job Corp is bad, or this Job Corp is this and this one. I mean, they offer different programs, but it's not a bad or a good. It's how you make it. And it's really the people that are in the facility that make it crazy or bad. It's like, it just depends on the person you are. If you're strong enough to not be involved in no silliness, then you're not gonna be involved in no silliness, and you're just gonna have a good experience. Point blank, period. But let's see. I stayed in Job Corp for 9 months. I was in the pharmacy program, and I had a really good pharmacy instructor. She was really, 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 really good and strict and stern and hard, but she wanted you to, you know, she wanted to push you and for you to get out so you can get a job and do better in your life. So, the pharmacy program is like, I think it's like 6 to 9 months. I believe that's the time range, but I guess some people take a little longer. Let's see. When I got there, I was 21. I'm 22 now. So I was 21 as of last year, 2016. So, I don't know why I just mentioned that. But, I don't know where you went. Oh, pharmacy. Okay, so pharmacy was just like, it was hard. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. Like, I'm just the type of person where I just have to really sit there and focus. Like, it was hard for me. It was really challenging, but I pushed through. You know, I got my pharmacy license. I just renewed my license like last month, because you have to renew them to keep up with it, you know, stuff like that. So it was pretty, I mean, I don't know. I had a tragedy that, you know, happened with me. My mom had passed away while I was in class at Job Corp. It was just so crazy. That's the main reason why I haven't been doing any videos or, you know, and things like that. But I'm better now. And that was really hard, because after that I had to keep going and push myself to finish the program. Bless you, sweetie. I had to finish myself. I had to push myself to just keep going. You know, that's what I was there for. So a lot of people do dumb stuff to get them kicked out, to get them, you know, expelled from the program. I'm like, how? It's a free program. It's a free freaking program. And so, like, I did it. It took a little time. I think I could have been out of there within like 6 to 7 months. But with the situation that happened, my mom, it was just like, it was, it kind of, it was a setback. So from that setback, I had to, push myself even more to get out of there, pretty much. Um, but that was it. And then from from that, I did training for 6 weeks at a Walgreens, and that was pretty tedious too because you have to stay on your feet like all day, and so that was pretty tedious. But the training program, it was pretty good. I love that. Um, when you almost finish with your program, one of the good things about it is they take you on a shopping spree. Now, the only way you can have this shopping spree is if you are um almost complete in your trade, which is you have to be 90 to 80% complete. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You have to be 90 to 100% complete in order to be even considered for the shopping spree. So what they do is, since it's a job-based program, they will allow you to go to Kohl's and pick out interview attire, because it's a career training program for a job. So they take you either with a group or like if you're the only person, you'll be the only person, or they might wait until there's more people. They'll take a teacher or some staff, someone in the staff, and they will go with you to Kohl's. Now they'll give you a certain amount of money. That's not money that you can put in your pocket. It's not money that you can buy some food with. It's a check, a government funded check. So no, you cannot use this money to buy an iPhone because they will not allow you. You can't save the money. If you don't spend all, well, you have to spend all the money. So, hi, sweetie. It's okay. But you have to spend all the money. So on interview attire. So sorry if I'm shaking. I'm trying to shake him. Well, not shake him, but rock him to sleep. But yeah, it was just, I mean, that part was pretty good because I got some nice stuff. And so, see, I finished the program in December. I think it's December 3rd. I don't know. But sometime in December, I finished the program. And from my last day, it was just like, I felt like they kind of force completed me because I didn't get a chance to graduate. Now, because of, like, that was my fault because when you first get to Job Corp, they will make you take an assessment test. Everybody has to take a reading and math assessment test. So if you pass the reading and the math, let's say you have the reading and the math. Now, if you pass the math but not the reading, you will be placed in a reading class. If you don't pass the reading, it's a certain score you have to get on that test. It's like a placement test for a college. It wasn't really hard, but some people they dropped out of school. Some people dropped out of school. Some people haven't been to school in a while. So it just takes some time for that brain function back up with all that math and stuff like that. So everybody does not pass, and it's not a bad thing. It's to help you. So by that being said, if you don't pass those tests, they will place you in a test. They will place you in a test where you scored low at. So they will place you in a class where you scored low at. So let's say if you scored low in fractions, they will place you with someone, and their main focus for you will be fractions, and after that, after the class, you'll be in a class for 30 days. If your teacher feels like you're able to take the placement test again, you will be able to take it within 30 days or 60 days, one of those. within one of those days, you will be able to take it. And if you pass, if you opt out of the class, if you test high if you test high, you will be able to, like, if you test high in both of them, you will be able to get straight to your trade and hopefully get out. Now they do offer your GED. I did not need my GED when I got there. I am a high school graduate. I just jumped straight to my trade. Well, I think I did have a reading and math class because I tested like a little low, but when I retook those tests, I got up out those reading and math classes real fast. So, but it, like, if you score, even if you score a little under, it doesn't matter. They will put you in those classes. And like I said, it's not a bad thing. I ain't been to school in a while, so sure, I had to it was a refresher, so now I'm good. But yeah, it was just like, whew, I'm glad that's over with, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. But yeah, it's not a bad thing. But it's just like, I feel like the program is good. Like I said, they do offer GED and high school diploma for people who did not graduate or want to get on the right track as far as getting their GED or their high school diploma. When you first do the orientation to even sign up for Job Corp, they will ask you for your transcripts, for your high school transcripts, or if you don't have no, not if you don't have, but they will ask you for your high school transcripts to see what level are you at if you don't have your high school diploma. So it's just like they will place you in a class and you will have to earn your credits. Pretty point blank period. So that's just it. Depending on how many credits you need, it might take you a while to to get all of that done so you can finish and be in your trade and stuff like that. But overall, it's a pretty good program. They offer driver's ed. If you don't have your license, I had my license until somebody stole my dang on wallet with all my information in it. Horrible. But I had my license, so I did not need, and I know how to drive, so I did not need to take driver's ed. But driver's ed is free, but you just have to make sure you jump on that waiting list, to start your courses or your driver classes or whatever. But it's pretty good. It's a really good program. I feel like a lot of people don't take advantage of it. I feel like a lot of people, or they do take advantage of it to the highest power, and trying to figure out what they can and cannot do. I know I'm kind of skipping all over the place because I'm about to put him down, but I'm trying to hurry up and put him down for now. But as far as what you can do on campus, they allow you to smoke. Now, they do not prefer 16-year-olds to be smoking squares or cigarettes. They don't want that, but everybody, eyes can't be everywhere. Yes, they have security, but eyes cannot be everywhere. So if you a 16-year-old and you smoke, that's what you just gonna do. I mean, they can't say, hey, you need to put that cigarette down. I mean, it's unfortunate that 16-year-olds smoke, but they ain't really doing nothing about it. 16, and you cannot sell the cigarettes. You are not supposed to be selling cigarettes on campus, but people do, trying to make that money. Salary at Job Corp, I think it was $22.01 is what you get. My very first day at Job Corp, we got $25. But after that, they take out, I think in my very first week, they gave us $25. But after that, they start taking out for taxes and blah, 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 blah. And what that 2201 is for is really for people who, really need the money. It's like a every 2 week thing. It's like a here, save, or you can save your money. You can save it up. One day I didn't pick up my checks for like 6 weeks, and I had got like $70 or $80 back. I was happy. But when I first got to Job Corp, I took like a lot of money with me just because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So I just took a lot of money with me just to be on the safe side. But but everybody doesn't have that, support where they can bring a lot of money or whatever. So that's why they give you the 2201, because some kids are homeless. Some people don't have parents to send them money, so they just basically kind of looking out for you. On campus, you can order food. I was hungry, so I was always hungry. I was really always hungry. So I was always ordering food. But the reason why I was hungry, because I was pregnant with this little guy and I didn't even know it. But I was hungry, man. I was just like always eating Pizza Hut, Domino's, Chinese food, whatever I could find. And I was in the neighborhood that we were in. It was like the Mexican community, so it was tacos flying all in through Job Corp. I had to, get tacos, whatever I could get, whatever I could order. I was just ordering it, because a lot of I wasn't ordering like all the time. No, don't get me wrong. I wasn't going like crazy because I didn't have it like that. But when I did have it and I wanted some food, I would definitely, or when I didn't feel like eating the cafeteria food, I would definitely order me some pizza or some chicken wings. But yeah, you can order after a certain time though. Like it gotta be like before 9. Yeah, before 9. Yeah, they don't allow deliverers to come back and forth. Now I don't know what the rules are at every Job Corp, but I'm just saying for Paul Simon Chicago Job Corp, that's the rule, unless it changed. It probably changed because I haven't been there since 6 months. It's been 6 months since I've been there. Thank God. But yeah, I mean the rules probably changed or whatever. But yeah, you can order, you can deliver. Now they are really strict on like no drugs. Like I was hearing some crazy stuff. Like people was on, like before I got there, people was on like synthetic weed, which is K2, and bath salts, and doing all kind of crazy stuff. So when I was there, it was just like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. But when I was there, it was just like, they was like, don't smoke weed. If you get caught smoking weed, or if you get tested for weed. Now, people smoke, people gonna do what they want to do. But if you come from, let's just say, okay, I'm sorry. Let's just say you come from your weekend, and you've been smoking. They gonna smell that on you. They gonna smell that on you. Or if you've been smoking, just, shoot, you gotta play that off. I mean, I wasn't smoking, but I know people that were smoking. And if you've been smoking before you get there, don't smell like it, and don't come acting all crazy like, oh, I'm off the, I've been facing woods and stuff like that. Don't act like that, because then they're going to be suspicious. And if when they get suspicious, they immediately drop you. Like how I am. I'm pretty laid back. I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty respectful. But if I just came up to a teacher like, what up, B, or I'm trying to fight somebody, if I'm doing stuff that I normally don't do, they're gonna suspect that I'm off something, and then they're gonna drop me. And once I test positive for weed in my system, I'm getting kicked out, and you can't come back for like a year. So you can't come back for like a year. So I mean, yeah, I know a guy. I'm not gonna say no names, but I know a guy who I think he was in one of the hard trades, like bricklaying or painting or something like that. And poor guy overdosed on something. And I think he was going to the advanced training program or something like that. Or he was almost done. He was almost getting out the program. And the poor guy overdosed, like he was this close to leaving, and he overdosed. And so they took him to the hospital. He's not like dead or anything, but he overdosed, and I was just like, dang, that's sad. You know, people just, they do crazy things and they reap the benefits. I mean, I'm super glad he okay and then nothing happened to him. But it's just unfortunate that people do silly things. Like, what's the point of going to the program if you're gonna do some silly stuff? But I think I have any. I think I covered everything. Oh, the food in the cafeteria, it was alright. It wasn't the best, but once you get used to it, you're gonna be like, okay. But you're eventually gonna get tired of. I can't tell you everything they had, but once you know, you get used to it, you're gonna be like, okay, you know, this is just some bull, you know. That's why I was ordering all the time. But it wasn't the worst, but it could have been better. What else do I need to cover? I think that's it. If you all have any more questions for me, just put them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to me. Please, 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 please. Please subscribe. But I ain't really doing this video for no likes or nothing, but I mean, I would like it. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Share with your friends if you know somebody that's trying to get in Job Corp. I don't think I'll be doing any more videos on Job Corp. I mean, well, if y'all have some questions, I'll probably either, you know, reply to them, or if it's really serious, then I'll make a video. But I think I'm pretty much over the Job Corp. If you all have any other videos that you would like me to do, like hair tutorials or a baby tutorial or or anything like that, you guys just let me know. Just subscribe though. Please subscribe and give me some ideas of more videos that I could do, because I'm kind of new to the whole YouTube thing. So I watch other people's YouTube videos, but I don't be making my own. That's crazy. But yeah, just subscribe and like and comment, dislike, like, whatever. But alright guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.